second half of NewsBreak Live, and joining me is Economic Development Manager Fran Fulton from the City of Torrance. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
And you're here to talk about a very exciting event that's around the corner. The 11th year of the Torrance Advantage Awards is almost here. So talk to me a little bit about this great opportunity for local businesses.
Okay. The Torrance Advantage Awards is a program that we started, as you mentioned, 11 years ago. And it's the economic development team's way of thanking businesses for choosing Torrance to locate and operate and enrich our community.
And this is a program that you spearheaded. So tell me why you started it and how local businesses can apply to be awarded.
Okay. Yeah, it's, as I mentioned, it's something that I felt was important that we thank businesses. And the reason that we wanted to thank businesses was because of the things that they bring, and we wanted to align that with our economic development plan in 4 different categories. So it's coming up quick. The event is actually on March 15th. And the applications for the winners, the potential winners, are due this Friday, March 2nd. And I'm happy to talk about the categories and what this year's event holds as well.
Yeah, so tell me about the categories. There's multiple categories, and businesses can actually nominate themselves, which I think is very unique.
Right. It's a self-nominating process, although other businesses do nominate other businesses for the award. And what's really been nice is prior winners have been nominating other businesses as well and members of the community. So the 4 different categories are enriching the community, which aligns with our increasing the city's revenue and tax base, but it can also talk about different ways that business enriches the community in a broader sense. And then there's another category that's quality of life community investor, and that can be attributed to the different things that a business can bring to the community, like sustainability. It can even talk about, they can talk about environmental sustainability. A long-term investor often goes to businesses that have had a very long time commitment to the city. They've continued to grow and thrive and give back to the community. And the 4th category is people to people. So businesses that employ from the local community, they believe in their own workforce and training and supporting those employees to grow within their company.
So a wide range of categories. Who can apply, and why should businesses put their name in?
Any business can apply. We actually award, typically we award 8 businesses, 4 smaller companies and then 4 larger companies. The companies should apply because it's another way for them to be recognized. The event itself is a networking opportunity. As I mentioned, we recognize all types of businesses, industries, sizes, different locations within the city. So it's a way for the businesses to connect with each other. And also at the event, they meet the mayor and the city council. They're the ones that actually present the awards. I've seen in some past years, businesses have been able to make business connections and potentially even new contracts and things like that have been able to be started by the connections that are made there. It's a super fun event. It's a good time. It's not, a long, drawn-out banquet. It's a fun, quick event. We have a networking session at the beginning, and then we go into the awards themselves. The businesses have an opportunity to tell a little bit about themselves and their company. And then the city council recognizes them and they actually get awards. So it's just a really fun event, and I encourage any and all businesses to apply.
I know the Torrance Advantage Awards is definitely a highlight for the City of Torrance, and every year, as you mentioned, there's a different location, there's a theme. So talk to me about this year. Where is it going to take place and all the fun stuff?
Yeah, that's actually one of the highlights, and I think is one of the things that draws people to come to the event. And we have some of our past winners come every year, and that's always really exciting to see that. This year, we're having the event at Ganahl Lumber, which is one of our newer businesses in town. They're actually an architectural award winner, and interestingly enough, their architect won a Torrance Advantage last year. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be outside in the mill, in the lumber yard. We're going to be building on, that theme of lumber.
Very clever.
Yeah, and building the business. Usually we kind of carry the theme forward with our attire, so we'll be wearing plaid flannel, and it'll be really fun. There's no, it's not a formal event, so no one has to dress up. You can come as you are from work, or however you dress for work. So that part of it's just really fun.
We mentioned earlier the deadline is Friday, so if a business wants to apply, can you put into perspective what the application process is like? Because maybe some businesses might think it's like a 10-page application.
Yeah.
So what does it involve?
It's actually a really simple application. I believe it's a one-pager, and we have it online. And there are the 4 different categories, but a business doesn't have to select which category they want to be awarded for. We just want to hear about them. And then our review committee kind of looks to figure out which category they'll fit best in. If there's a particular category that they'd really like to be recognized for, they can kind of emphasize that. But the application is online. If there are any questions, they can also contact me or contact the Office of Economic Development. We ask for digital images of the company and of the logo, because we include that in the presentation at the event as well.
And if they are recognized, they also earn $200, which is pretty nice. So tell me a little bit about that monetary award.
Yeah, that's a piece of it. There's a $200 check that they're given to them, and that goes toward their basic business license fee. They also get a crystal trophy that they can put out in their lobby or at their front desk. They also get a signed, framed letter of recognition signed by the mayor. And also there are often other certificates that are presented from local elected officials as well. So a lot of accolades.
How exciting. You've, as mentioned, spearheaded this project, and you've seen it grow every year. How is it for you to see new businesses come back every year, and even the old ones just to show up to support other businesses?
It's really exciting. It's just, it's a rewarding feeling to see where we've grown from the initial event. And like I said, I think it does kind of become a highlight. I know it's really fun for us to put on. But I think there are those in the community that look forward to it. They, can't wait to see what the theme is going to be, what the location is going to be, because we always try to hold it at a new business or a different part of town, maybe somewhere that kind of introduce the rest of the community to that location or reintroduce. So there are a lot of aspects of it that are just really fun and interesting, and people are eager to find out what it's all about.
And I've attended this event before, and I know business owners would all agree that Torrance is a great business-friendly city to open up a business or expand in. And I know the city of Torrance has been getting more international businesses. So as the Economic Development Department manager, tell me what makes Torrance such a business-friendly city.
Well, I think that we really do try to be business friendly. We're approachable. Our office works out of the city manager's office, so we interact with all the different departments within the city. I mentioned that we have a team. We meet on a monthly basis and communicate with each other about companies that are interested in coming to town, that are here, that are growing, that are maybe reconfiguring. And so we try to be as proactive as we can. Sometimes we tend to be reactive, but we try to be proactive and get out to businesses and find out what their needs are, and help them know that there's a face at City Hall that they can contact if they ever need anything. So I think that kind of goes a long way, kind of our customer service, our people connection that we have. And, we're always working to improve. As I mentioned, we work with the different departments. We work with our permitting center. So if there are any businesses that are struggling with different things, or even if they just have a question, we always encourage them to contact our office because we can help them get through our processes and also connect with other partners that are outside of the city as well.
Approximately how many businesses, or I should say business license, are currently here in the city of Torrance?
We have probably at least 13,000 businesses in Torrance that have licenses.
Is there anything you would say to anyone who's looking to open a business, maybe they're local here in the South Bay, that would encourage them to come to the city beyond what you just said?
I would say contact us. We can tell them all about Torrance and all the great things that are here for them to grow and thrive.
Is there any other news or for businesses and events coming up that you'd like to talk about?
Nothing on the immediate horizon. I know there are a lot of businesses in town that are holding special events. There are a lot of anniversaries, and we work really closely with businesses there to help them get through that process too. So really any kind of business need that there is, and any concerns that a business has, we want to know about that too, because we want to be able to continue to improve our services to the business community.
And I think a great resource your department offers are the other resources like within the city that help businesses prosper, like the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce and the South Bay Investment Workforce Board.
That's very true. And we also, kind of talking about new businesses and growing businesses, we also have a business incubator, the South Bay Entrepreneurial Center. So that's something for someone who's thinking of an entrepreneurial idea. They can connect with me and I can connect them up with the right resources. El Camino College, their Small Business Development Center. If it's a manufacturing company, we work with California Manufacturing Technology Consultants, the LA County Economic Development Corporation. There are a lot of different things that are really exciting having Torrance in LA County. There's different benefits that are available from where we are. California competes through the governor's office. There are just a multitude of resources that a lot of businesses don't realize are available, and so we try to help them connect up to that.
Well, Fran, thank you so much. And if anyone's interested in applying for the Torrance Advantage Awards, the deadline's this Friday. Is there a time?
End of business.
End of business. Okay.
Yes.
And it's definitely a great event for businesses to come out to for networking. And of course, as Fran mentioned, you can contact the Economic Development Department or go online. And thank you, Fran.
Thank you, Hiba.
And if you'd like more information, you can email the Department of Economic Development at torranceca.gov. You can also call them at 310-618-5807 and their website, businesstorranceca.gov. And that does it for us. Torrance City Council is back on the dais tonight. And if you ever have news or a video they'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. For Facebook and Twitter users, use hashtag NewsBreakLive. Have a great night.